YouTube, how is everybody? Today I am introducing a bike that I just had dropped off this morning, which you can see behind me, obviously. This is the Vogue or Voge. I'm not entirely sure how you pronounce that, and I should probably look it up. But anyway, it's the Voge Rally 300. There it is. Look at that bike. And as I said, it's just been dropped off, so I am riding it around my local roads, just trying to get used to it. Just getting the hang of the engine, the size of it, the seat height mainly. The seat height was a huge concern of mine. And then this weekend I'm going to take it away and do some cool stuff with it. So this is a fairly new model from Vogue. It cost about £4,000. It's got a 300cc single cylinder engine. And it makes 28 brake horsepower, which is sweet nothing. And needless to say, it is A2 friendly. It has a 920mm seat height, which is disgusting. That is too tall. But to make up for the fact that it's tall, it's really light. It's 158 kilograms, which is a little bit more heavy than Svarti somehow, because Svarti's got a bigger engine. Anyway, so it's nice and light. So the fact that it's tall is not too bad because it's so light, and obviously really narrow. I think I am wider than this bike. It is nice and basic. The goal with this one is to go do some light off-roading. So it has sort of off-roading tyres. I think these will be good for anything that I will be good for. Anything more than that I would not want to be doing, so happy days. And feature-wise, I don't think it has a whole lot of rider aids. I think it is just the bike that you see. And that's okay, that's fewer things to break when I inevitably drop it and fall off. I am going to go and enjoy what is left of the day. Getting used to this. So just for reference, I am going to show you how tall it is with me sat on it. I'm 5'7", and this is a struggle for me. So I can get both feet down, but not comfortably. Okay, let's get out of this car park. So here we have the Vogue Rally 300 on the tarmac, which is where I am most at home, but maybe not the best place in the world for this bike to be. However, today I'm just getting used to the engine and the height of the bike before I go and do some, I don't know, green lanes or something over the weekend. Which, as always, I am kind of dreading. I have a big trip coming up, so I can't afford to break any bones at the moment. But I also can't spend ages just not doing anything. So, we're doing it. The immediate most noticeable thing about this bike is that the front brake is absolutely shit. Pressing the front brake is about as effective as politely requesting to the bike in writing that it slow down ever so slightly. The brake that you want to use on this one is the rear brake, which is a little bit better. But actually I think the most effective way of making this bike stop is the power of prayer. It's not very good at stopping. I think all the front brake actually does is compress the front suspension. I guess that's probably a good thing for me, because if I take the bike off-road and panic hit the front brake, it won't lock the front wheel up and skid to a stop and dump me in a ditch, so, you know, that's probably a good thing. First gear is not very long. I think the only thing you can reasonably use first gear for is pulling away, which is fine. Second and third are a lot better. So that works out. It's a 300, so it sounds like a 300. It's very baby. The riding position is okay. I don't like this riding position. At the moment, I've got two bikes that have the same riding position. It's upright. but I feel like the handlebars are a little bit too far back, so it just kind of feels like I've got my elbows out all the time. It feels quite aggressive to me, so I'm not a massive fan of it. The seat's okay, seat's quite comfortable, there's plenty of room to move around. It's got off-roading foot pegs, so they're kind of gripping the soles of my shoes in a way that is quite annoying. But I guess if you were riding with proper motocross boots, that would be a good thing. At the moment it's just shredding my poor non-bike specific boots up, which is annoying. Oh well. And it does mean that I can't just slide my foot forwards to change gear or reach for my rear brake. I'm sure that's something that can probably be changed, so that's a non-issue. Oh, that was the ABS kicking in there. A little bit premature, gotta say, but nice to know that it works. So this bike has a 920mm seat height, which is ridiculous. That is too high. No bike has any business being that tall. But because it doesn't weigh very much, and because it's so skinny, I can reach the floor on both sides. I am on my very tippy toes on both sides, but it means I can do that kind of panic stop and reach for both sides and then decide which side I'm actually going to sit on. What are we doing here? We've got dogs all over the show. What are all these dogs doing? Is that like a dog walking club? I love that. Don't know where I'm going, just decided that this is an easier path to take. Okay, that's fine, that checks out. So it's got kind of multi-terrain tyres, which is nice. Apparently they're not good for any serious off-roading, which is fine, I'm happy with that. They should be good for the road riding that I'm going to need to do to get to the green lanes. I'm planning on going to Salisbury, so that's about a 40-50 mile ride away from where I live. So it's got to do a fair bit of tarmac, including some motorways, in order to get to where it can actually have fun. And I did ride it on the motorway earlier today. It will sit and do 70 and it will be okay the whole time you're doing it. You will just kind of hate yourself a little bit because it's very, very tall. It doesn't feel particularly stable. I'm sure it's fine, but it doesn't feel fine. It feels like it's struggling. You know, a lot of people have those serious dirt bikes, but they have to put them in vans to go anywhere, and this doesn't seem to be one of those. So that's a good thing. That saves you having to purchase a van. I have no idea how I'm going to get luggage on it, but I know that I do need to get quite a bit of luggage on it if I'm going to go camping, as is the plan. I'm going to have to get quite a lot on there, but my usual Krieger kit should be sufficient and it should go on it. It should be fine. Sometimes it gets stuck in neutral, and what you have to do is just let go of the clutch and then pull it back in again, and it sorts itself out. So, handy tip. You know what I love? I wasn't expecting this. That's fantastic. Look at that. USB charging port thingy. Amazing. I've got two buttons here and I don't know what they do, because I don't think this has rider modes. Press the mode button. Okay, it's just changing the information that you get at the bottom. See what I mean about first gear lasts a split second. It's probably my first time riding on skinny dirt bike tyres on the road. It took a little bit of getting used to. On my way out here I almost fell over going around a simple corner because it's so tall and so skinny. It just felt really, really weird, like I was falling over. Wasn't a big fan of that. I have now a little bit got the hang of the state of going around a corner. I basically just don't think about it and it's fine. It just feels like every movement is very exaggerated, but that is just because of what I've come from. I'm used to what I'm used to. This is entirely different. I have 3 friends who went out and they all bought this exact bike. So close together that they've all got the same number plates. It's actually really, really wholesome. Go rabbit! So I figured if I could get invited onto one of their ride outs and I had one of these, that would be a really great experience. That would be really fun. But we're going to go camping and I'm going to go do some roads on Salisbury Plain, which should be within my limits, hopefully. So that is the plan, that is what I'm going to do. And hopefully you guys will enjoy the videos. Because this is not my usual genre. Obviously I'm petrified off-road, but I have told myself that it's something I want to get good at, or at least competent. So here's me making an effort to get competent. Maybe by the end of the year I won't be scared anymore. Imagine that. That would be good, wouldn't it? Oh my god. Nearly went over there. Can't see around this corner. Just gonna have to go. Just gonna have to pray that there's nothing coming. Oh, don't give me a false neutral. I think we're gonna get along okay. I think it'll be alright. Anyone can get good at something. And I love camping, so at the very least I can look forward to a nice camping experience. Even if it is surrounded with perilous activities. So that will do for my introductory video, I think, because I'm not doing anything particularly challenging at the moment. We're just doing country lanes. I always do country lanes. I will catch up with you guys when I am out in the sticks camping and probably fighting for my life. So stay tuned for that. See you guys soon. Bye.